Welcome to Eustachian Tube Dysfunction, a video course presented by the Jaye Wellness Studio. In this journey, we delve into the enigmatic realm of Eustachian tube dysfunction and tinnitus, where the whispers of the inner ear become a mysterious melody. Explore how these phantom sounds reverberate through lives worldwide, weaving an intricate web of shared experiences. Join us as we unravel the mysteries, uncover practical solutions, and embrace holistic wellness practices. Together, let the harmony of balance and serenity resonate within. As we discover the transformative power of the Jaye Wellness Studio, Jaye has devoted many years of providing helpful information and continues to do so. Let's jump into the beginning of his story, and I'll provide some ways that can help bring all of you into the healing side of things.
It was winter of 2015 and I felt very ill, with what I believe was just a common cold. Well, little did I anticipate the roller coaster that awaited me. What began as a typical head cold evolved into something we all recognize as Eustachian tube dysfunction. Like many of you out there, you're trying to figure out what this is. I'm going to break down the foods that triggered me. Foods that triggered me included sugar, lots of it, caffeine, greasy foods, alcohol, and processed deli. I know a lot of you are probably reading this and thinking, gee, what else can I eat? Well, do not worry. This is all until things get back to normal. But it's definitely a good idea to limit these foods anyways, but you can still live your life. Dairy. Dairy products, that double-edged sword, are often considered one of the leading culprits behind ETD, in my opinion, of course. Milk, cheese, and ice cream are infamous for increasing mucus production, which can potentially lead to clogged ears, which is what I had a lot of. Sugar, the fabulous sugar. I know it's tough. Sugar is in everything, often difficult to completely eliminate. I made sure to closely monitor my sugar intake. Sugar is proven to cause inflammation, and ETD is heavily influenced by inflammation. Try your absolute best to limit sugar. If you're drinking soda, please stop. It's not easy, but it will protect you from this. Trust me, when I cut out that soda, that nasty soda, I got so much better and much healthier. Caffeine. Whoa, what can I say about caffeine? Caffeine was brutal on my ears, specifically coffee. Not only did it dehydrate me, but it also made mucus very thick. It made the mucus in my nose just stuck pretty much. When the mucus is thick and there is no movement, it can cause a slew of problems. I was plagued with headaches, dizziness, and sinus pressure. The biggest issue with caffeine for me was how it triggered anxiety and depression. During this time, I discovered my love for a drink called kombucha. Yep, greasy foods, not good. Greasy foods, particularly junk food in general, were problematic. I had the habit of grabbing food often from the drive-thru at work. Over time, this can contribute to inflammation and increased blood pressure. My blood pressure was through the roof for a moment there, but I had to fix it. Alcohol. I know this is going to upset a lot of people, but I didn't drink alcohol enough for it to even be included. But I thought, I should, because a large portion of the global population consumes alcohol. I took yearly trips to Europe where I would have a small amount of wine, and even that would cause some discomfort in my ears. Please limit or completely eliminate alcohol from your diet. It can also trigger anxiety. That's right, processed deli meat, not good. This one you might not have heard. Processed deli meat can seriously disrupt the natural flow of things in your body and ears. The sodium and nitrate content in processed meat can play a very significant role. So for all of you out there that are not aware, please pay attention to this. This was another problem that I had to learn about over time, and I grew wiser from my frequent fast food visits and decided to make my own sandwiches. So before I talk about the foods that healed me, I'm going to pass it over to Dr. Avila, and she's going to give you more of a breakdown of why those foods can be giving you problems.
Number 1. Let's start with processed meat. Processed meat contains high amounts of sodium nitrite, a preservative that can lead to the formation of nitrosamines, which are known carcinogens. Nitrosamines can damage the inner ear structures, including the Eustachian tube, and lead to tinnitus. 2. Alcohol. It goes without saying. Excessive alcohol consumption can lead to dehydration, which can cause a buildup of earwax and lead to eustachian tube dysfunction. Additionally, alcohol can damage the inner ear hair cells, leading to tinnitus. 3. Greasy foods. Consuming high amounts of saturated and trans fats can lead to an increase in blood cholesterol levels, which can contribute to the buildup of plaque in the blood vessels of the inner ear, leading to tinnitus and eustachian tube dysfunction. Number 4. Caffeine. While caffeine is not inherently harmful, excessive consumption can lead to an increase in heart rate and blood pressure, which can cause the eustachian tube to become inflamed and lead to tinnitus. 5. Sugar. Consuming high amounts of sugar can lead to an increase in inflammation in the body, including the inner ear. This inflammation can lead to eustachian tube dysfunction and tinnitus. And lastly, number 6. Dairy. While dairy is also not inherently harmful, some people may be lactose intolerant or have a milk protein allergy, which can lead to inflammation in the inner ear and eustachian tube dysfunction. It's important to note that moderation is key when it comes to consuming these substances, and individual tolerance can vary greatly. Additionally, maintaining a balanced diet, staying hydrated, and managing stress can help mitigate any potential negative effects on the ears. If you're experiencing persistent tinnitus or eustachian tube dysfunction, it's important to consult with an otolaryngologist for proper evaluation and treatment.
Now let's discuss the foods that healed me. Let's start with the greens. Greens are not just delicious, they're spectacular for your health. Not only are they hydrating, but they also contain a plethora of antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that can work wonders in reversing many health issues, including eustachian tube dysfunction. During one of my visits to an urgent care facility, a medical assistant shared something profound with me. She simply said, "Sorry we weren't able to do much. Why don't you try maybe increasing the amount of green vegetables you eat?" This sparked an idea for me. And actually, it changed my whole life in a very small way. It wasn't that I had never eaten green vegetables before, but this was a reminder to do so more frequently and more intentionally. It was a simple yet powerful suggestion that became a turning point in my journey. This gave me the phrase that I often use, going back to the basics, and that's precisely what I did. Incorporating all of these greens into your diet isn't just about eating, it's about making your entire body unstoppable. Imagine your body as a powerhouse, fueled by incredible benefits of antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals found in these vibrant greens. We're not just healing the ears, we're nurturing their entire body to unlock its full potential. Eliminating all the excess mucus is a game changer when it comes to addressing eustachian tube dysfunction, clearing the path for healing, creating an environment in your body that supports overall wellness. Think of excess mucus as an obstacle, and by getting rid of it, you're allowing your body to function optimally, especially when dealing with ETD. Now let's talk about the role of consistent fruit consumption. It's not just about occasionally having a piece of fruit, it's about making it a regular part of your diet. Look, I wouldn't make a good barista, but let me talk to you about my healthy drink recipe. First up, let's talk about the go-to drink recipes that actually help me get by. Remember, the yogurt option is dependent on your tolerance. Personally, I use plant-based yogurts 98% of the time for added health benefits. One of my favorites was a simple yet refreshing smoothie. I'd blend plant-based yogurt, a mix of fresh berries, and a splash of almond milk for that creamy texture. These ingredients not only tasted delicious, but also packed a punch of antioxidants and nutrients to support my overall well-being. Now, let's talk about green tea. While it does contain caffeine, I want to emphasize that it wasn't always added to my drinks. It's essential to be mindful of your caffeine intake. However, tea in general was never a problem for me. I found comfort and relief in a warm cup of tea throughout my entire healing journey. Let's begin the day. I get it. Waking up and heading straight to the kitchen for a sour and bitter drink might not be the most appealing idea initially, but trust me, the benefits I experienced made it all worthwhile. Consistency is the key here. I made this drink a part of my morning routine, and after just a month, the changes I felt in my whole body were remarkable. Apple cider vinegar has also aided to me healing from eustachian tube dysfunction. And here is the recipe on the right side here. When it comes to managing inflammation, this drink has been a game changer for me. I started by purchasing organic turmeric and mixing it with almond milk, a simple yet powerful elixir. Here's a pro tip I discovered later. Adding black pepper to the mix, it turns out this addition enhances the absorption of curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, ensuring you get the most out of the anti-inflammatory benefits. It's a very basic but powerhouse of a drink. Here are all the benefits of drinking lemon water. In the midst of my healing journey, I started my day with a simple yet powerful ritual, fresh lemon water. Before diving into the apple cider drinks, I made it a point to hydrate my body with a glass of water infused with goodness of fresh lemon. This ritual wasn't just about the taste, it was about kickstarting the day with a burst of vitality. Simple reminders have the potential to heal even the most complicated conditions, is what I've learned. In the case of our health, remembering to stay adequately hydrated with the purest drink, water, can be a game changer. More H2O. Speaking of water, I had to drink plenty of it. Now, when you ask someone if they're drinking enough water, they often say yes, but trust me, the amounts are usually not sufficient. To ensure I was meeting the hydration levels needed, I literally carried a gallon container everywhere, and I recommend you try to drink as close to a gallon of water per day as you can. Yes, it might seem like a lot, but your body will thank you.
Vitamin C, found in leafy greens like spinach and kale. Vitamin C helps maintain healthy connective tissue in the inner ear and eustachian tube, reducing inflammation and promoting healing. Folate, present in dark leafy greens. Folate supports DNA synthesis and repair, which can help regenerate inner ear cells damaged by tinnitus or eustachian tube dysfunction. Potassium, found in vegetables like sweet potatoes and carrots. Potassium helps regulate fluid balance and blood pressure, reducing the risk of inner ear damage and eustachian tube dysfunction. Vegetables like bell peppers and broccoli contain antioxidants that combat oxidative stress, which can damage inner ear structures and contribute to tinnitus. As far as vitamin C, similar to vegetables, fruits like citrus and berries are rich in vitamin C, supporting connective tissue health and reducing inflammation in the inner ear. Anthocyanins, found in berries and grapes. Anthocyanins are powerful antioxidants that protect against oxidative stress and inflammation in the inner ear. Many fruits, such as bananas and avocados, are good sources of potassium, which helps regulate fluid balance and blood pressure, supporting inner ear health. Fruits like apples and pears contain flavonoids, which have anti-inflammatory properties that can reduce inner ear inflammation and promote healing. Let's also think about vitamin E. Found in nuts and seeds, vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant that protects against oxidative stress and inflammation in the inner ear.
Let's talk about the masseter muscle. I want you to meet the powerhouse, the strongest muscle in the human body. It might not be what you expect, but its impact on our well-being is profound. Some of you are probably like, Masseter, what? Meet the masseter muscle, the powerhouse responsible for jaw movement. When this muscle is contracted, injured, or inflamed, it sets a stage for a host of symptoms. Think of it as a crucial player in the intricate dance of our temporomandibular joint, or TMJ, which facilitates jaw movement and functionality. Take a look at this representation of my masseter muscle during my experience with ETD. The left side shows how it should be, while the right side depicts how it looks when it's contracted. That was me most of the time. This powerhouse muscle responsible for jaw movement plays a significant role in our overall well-being. When it contracts, it can lead to a range of issues, especially in the neck and jaw joints. The masseter muscle covers a significant portion of our anatomy, and when it decides to contract and become inflamed, it's not just about jaw discomfort. It can lead to a cascade of symptoms, including headaches, dizziness, and even vertigo. Take a look at this arrow. It points to the different pain points caused by a dysfunctional masseter muscle. Understanding these indicators is crucial for effective management. I'm going to break down 6 neck stretches to do daily. The first is meet the sternocleidomastoid, or as we're affectionately call it, the SCM. This muscle has a crucial role, and when it tightens up, it can pose a challenge to the healing process of eustachian tube dysfunction. Understanding and addressing the tightness in the SCM can contribute to a more effective and holistic approach to ETD recovery. As we dive into this stretch, keep in mind that it's designed to target not only the sternocleidomastoid or SCM, but also other crucial players like the scalene muscles. These muscles play a significant role in neck and health and overall well-being. The journey to understanding these muscles is just the beginning. By the end, you'll have a valuable insight into how this contributes to your body's intricate balance. This stretch is all about simplicity and impact. By tilting your head at an angle, you're engaging and elongating key neck muscles. It's a quick move, but the benefits can be significant. This stretch is designed to target the trapezius and splenius capitis muscles, crucial players in your neck's intricate dance. By slightly pulling down your head until your chin touches your chest and holding it for just 3 seconds, you're giving these muscles attention they deserve. Believe it or not, incorporating this simple stretch into your daily routine can have positive effects, even helping with eustachian tube dysfunction. I personally did these every day during my journey to relief. This stretch involves a gentle movement from left to right, and it's all about maintaining flexibility in your neck and jaw. By holding each side for just 3 to 4 seconds, you're allowing these crucial areas to stay loose and relaxed. This stretch is a game changer. It specifically targets 3 major muscles, the trapezius, scalene, and SCM. This really helped me elevate my health and help my neck health improve. Feel free to pause the video course here to get a look at all the muscles that we're targeting. Now, some of you might be wondering, why does this matter? Well, these muscles have a direct impact on our ears. They can be the reason behind clogged ears, mysterious noises, and even influence our emotions. So, understanding their names, though a bit challenging, is important for unraveling the ear mystery. It's like connecting the dots. Knowing the names of these muscles gives us insights into the complex workings of our auditory system.
Hey there, folks. Have you ever stopped to think about how our modern lifestyles are affecting our bodies, specifically our necks? Today, we're going to talk about how a lack of activity and bad posture are silently destroying our neck muscles and what we can do to prevent it. Plus, we'll explore how this is linked to ETD and tinnitus.
The masseter muscle is one of the main muscles responsible for closing the jaw, but it also has a direct connection to the temporal bone, which houses the inner ear. When the masseter muscle is tight or overactive, it can put pressure on the temporal bone, leading to a host of ear-related issues. When the masseter muscle is tight, it can constrict the eustachian tube, preventing proper drainage and airflow. This can lead to feelings of ear fullness, hearing loss, and even vertigo. And if that wasn't enough, the masseter muscle's pressure on the temporal bone can also cause tinnitus. Yep, that annoying ringing in your ears could be linked to a muscle in your jaw.
You might be wondering why some professionals might not mention this connection. It could be due to a lack of awareness or understanding of the relationship between the masseter muscle, neck, and ETD. Or it could be because they're not up to date with the latest research on the topic. That's why it's important for you to educate yourself and advocate for your own health. So, what can you do? Bring up the connection between the masseter muscle, neck tightness, and ETD with your doctor. Ask them about masseter muscle release techniques or referrals to specialists like physical therapists or chiropractors.
Don't let eustachian tube dysfunction and tinnitus hold you back. Take control of your health and advocate for yourself. If you're dealing with tinnitus, eustachian tube dysfunction, patulous eustachian tube, or TMJ problems, I want you to know that you're not alone. It can be a tough road to navigate, but we're here to encourage you to keep going. I know it can be frustrating, annoying, and even debilitating at times, but don't give up. There is hope for healing and managing your symptoms. First, focus on your posture. Make sure you're standing tall and sitting straight. This will help take pressure off your eustachian tube and TMJ. Next, prioritize stretching. Gentle neck and jaw exercises can help relax tense muscles and improve flexibility. And don't forget to manage stress. Stress can exacerbate all these issues, so find healthy ways to cope, like meditation, deep breathing, or yoga.
Remember, you are strong and capable. Don't let these challenges hold you back. Keep pushing forward and know that better days are ahead.
Today, we're talking about muscles and joints that are often underestimated but play a vital role in our overall well-being. One key player is the lateral pterygoid muscle, which holds particular significance in the realm of eustachian tube dysfunction. It's quite common for these muscles to slip under the radar when you first experience ETD. Next, let's get into the 4 exercises to relax the jaw. Our jaws hold so much tension, and finding effective ways to relax them can make a world of difference. These techniques aren't just about immediate relief, they're about incorporating practices that can positively impact your well-being over time. Our bedtime routine is often a sanctuary, a time to unwind and prepare for a restful night. These exercises are not only about relaxing your jaw, but also about setting the stage for a peaceful night's sleep. Whether you've had a hectic day or just want to add a touch of tranquility to your evenings, these exercises are here to guide you. Now let's begin our bedtime routine and get that jaw to loosen up. Sometimes the best discoveries happen when we least expect them. I found this technique while casually surfing online one morning and quickly became a valuable addition to my routine. Today, I want to pass it on to you. Whether you're looking for a new bedtime ritual or ways to ease jaw tension, this technique might just be what you need. Let's explore it together for a night of comfort and relaxation. Basically, what you want to do is grab a pencil or a similar shaped object and lightly bite down on it. This is going to assure that your jaw is indeed relaxing. And this is going to help over time relax the muscles, joints, and give you a sense of comfort and restore functionality of that jaw and jaw muscle. Our jaw muscles play a significant role in our daily lives, and strengthening them can bring about positive changes. The exercise involves using your index finger to target different areas of your jaw muscles compared to other exercises. If we can strengthen our jaw, we can heal it over time. Our wellness journey is a constant exploration, and sometimes we stumble upon gems that make a significant impact. I found this excellent exercise online, and it quickly became a valuable addition to my daily routine. Today, I want to pass it on to you. So we're basically going to put our thumb under our jaw and slightly pull back. You need to follow along as we perform this exercise together. It's not just about a stretch, it's about jaw strengthening. And if you can strengthen the jaw while also getting a good stretch, you're going to see improvements over time, which is ultimately going to help your ears and keep your ears in good form over time. As you see depicted here, you want to go ahead and take your thumb, put it behind your chin, and while you're using the knuckle of your index finger, place it over the front of your chin, and go ahead and begin to open your mouth as you slightly pull back using your index, pull the chin backwards. Doing this over time is going to help strengthen the jaw area because we're all about trying to strengthen our jaw while also relaxing it. 4 exercises to massage the masseter muscle. Our journey today takes us to a specific pressure point, one that with a bit of exploration can be a source of relief. Press your fingertip against the underside of your cheekbone, approximately 1 inch to 2.5 centimeters in front of your ear. After a bit of probing, you should discover a small indentation or notch. This is the pressure point we'll be focusing on today. To begin, press your fingertip against the underside of your cheekbone, about 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters in front of your ear. It might take a bit of probing, but you're aiming to find a small indentation or notch in that area. Doing this consistently is going to help loosen those muscles up. The specific pressure point is a point that holds the key to massaging your masseter muscle, found on both sides of your face. These muscles play a crucial role in powering your jaw, especially during activities like biting or chewing. Our discussion today revolves around the robust masseter muscles, powerhouses responsible for supporting our jaw function. Given their density, it's not uncommon to find that significant pressure is needed to soothe and loosen them effectively. Follow along as we explore how to apply the right amount of pressure and discover that your masseters can indeed withstand it. This was definitely my go-to massage, and I'm excited to pass it on to all of you. Once you've mastered the art of applying the correct pressure, You have the option to keep your finger, thumb, or knuckle in position. Alternatively, you can add the gentle circular motion to enhance the relaxation experience. Now let's discuss things that didn't work for me. Nasal spray. I recall the days when I visited Boz Allergy, a clinic that carries a reputation for expertise in allergies. Hopes were high and I was eager to find solutions to my health concerns. Unfortunately, my experience with the ENT doctors there left me with more questions than answers. It's important to note that the purpose of today's discussion is not to dismiss the value of nasal sprays in all situations. Nasal sprays can be useful for various conditions, but when it comes to eustachian tube dysfunction, my experience has led me to a different perspective. I believe it is rare for nasal sprays to provide long-term relief for eustachian tube dysfunction. This condition, as I've mentioned before, often begins as a result of a cold or infection. Over time, it evolves into a more complex issue involving blood circulation and the potential misalignment of jaw muscles or joints. Eustachian. Back in 2016, I was excited to try out the Eustachian device. I got my hands on it, put in some batteries, and followed the instructions to a T. The anticipation was high as I breathed normally through my nose, ready to see if this device could provide the relief I was seeking. Little did I know, the experience would unveil that my eustachian tube dysfunction journey was not about the device, but another layer of the issue. Acupuncture. Acupuncture, often touted for its potential benefits and various health conditions. I decided to give it a try, hoping it might bring some relief to my eustachian tube dysfunction. However, the reality of the experience was neither pleasant nor beneficial. Despite the anticipation, I didn't notice anything different after the session. I expected a sense of relaxation, particularly in my muscles, but unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Cupping therapy. Cupping therapy, known for its unique approach to healing, I decided to give it a shot, spending 30 minutes in a session, hoping it might bring some relief to the challenges I was facing with eustachian tube dysfunction. However, the reality of the experience mirrored my earlier encounter with acupuncture. After the cupping therapy session, all it left were giant circles on my back that lingered for a couple of weeks. Unfortunately, there was barely any improvement in my ETD symptoms. Chiropractor sessions. Chiropractic care, a potential avenue for relief from tense muscles and discomfort. With hopes high, I decided to see a chiropractor to address not only my overall muscle tension, but also the persistent popping and crackling in my ears associated with eustachian tube dysfunction. Allergy shots. Allergy shots prescribed by my doctor with the hope of addressing my eustachian tube dysfunction. I followed the recommendation, took the shots, and waited with anticipation. However, the reality was a bit different from what I expected. Despite following the regimen, literally nothing changed. The persistent issues with ETD remained, and I found myself questioning the root cause of my challenges.
You heard Jameson's story about how these very popular techniques and tools didn't work. For some of you, you might have had some success, but for the majority of you, I am willing to bet that these did not work for you as well. I am going to bring down why some of these did not work for Jay, and later in the course, we will explain things that did have somewhat of impact and why that is. Let's start with acupuncture. While acupuncture can help with pain management and relaxation, there's limited scientific evidence to support its effectiveness in treating ETD or tinnitus. Firstly, tinnitus is a complex condition that is often linked to hearing loss, ear damage, or neurological issues. While acupuncture may help with pain management and relaxation, it may not address the underlying causes of tinnitus. In fact, a 2019 systematic review and meta-analysis published in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that acupuncture had no significant effect on tinnitus symptoms. Similarly, ETD is a complex condition that involves issues with the middle ear and the esopharynx. Acupuncture may not directly address the structural or functional issues that cause ETD. In fact, a 2020 systematic review published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine found that the evidence for acupuncture in treating ETD was limited and inconclusive. Now on to nasal sprays. The ear tube and the nasal passages are separate structures. Nasal sprays primarily target the nasal passages, not the ear tube or the middle ear, which are the areas affected by ETD and tinnitus. Nasal sprays work by reducing nasal congestion and swelling, which does not directly impact the ear tube or the middle ear. Tinnitus and ETD are complex conditions involving the inner ear, auditory nerve, and brain, which nasal sprays do not target. Nasal sprays may not reach the middle ear or inner ear, where the underlying causes of tinnitus and ETD reside. Even if the medication in the nasal spray were to reach the middle ear, it would not address the root causes of these conditions. There is little scientific evidence supporting the use of nasal sprays in treating tinnitus or ETD. Most studies have focused on treating nasal congestion, allergies, or sinusitis, rather than these ear-related conditions. Tinnitus and ETD can have similar symptoms to nasal congestion, such as ear fullness or hearing difficulties. However, treating nasal congestion with a nasal spray will not address the underlying causes of tinnitus or ETD. In fact, it may even mask the symptoms, leading to a delay in proper diagnosis and treatment. While nasal sprays can effectively treat nasal congestion, they are not a suitable treatment for tinnitus or ETD due to their anatomical and mechanistic limitations, lack of evidence, and potential for misdiagnosis. Patients with these conditions should consult a healthcare professional for targeted, evidence-based treatments. Furthermore, acupuncture is based on the concept of meridians and energy flow, which is not supported by scientific evidence. Modern medicine has a thorough understanding of the anatomy and physiology of the ear and nasopharynx, and acupuncture's theoretical framework does not align with this understanding. Additionally, acupuncture has potential risks such as infection, bleeding, or nerve damage. While these risks are relatively rare, they highlight the importance of prioritizing evidence-based treatments that have a clear mechanism of action and a strong safety profile. In conclusion, while acupuncture may have some benefits for pain management and relaxation, its effectiveness in treating tinnitus or ETD is unproven and unlikely. As far as cupping and allergy shots, this is similar to acupuncture, not treating the main cause. Remember, a lot of these issues require us to adjust what we are doing. Like I mentioned before, posture. Jay, please take over the next explanation on posture.
Poor posture. It's something many of us struggle with, especially in today's digital age. But have you ever considered how it affects more than just your back? Let's take a closer look. When we slump or slouch, we're not just affecting our back, we're also adding additional weight and strain to our neck. Now let's talk about the surprising connection to our ears. Facing eustachian tube dysfunction and tinnitus meant I had to completely relearn everything. Tasks as simple as sending a text became a mindful process. Second-guessing myself became the norm, as I focused on ensuring my posture was not terrible and that I wasn't inadvertently clenching my jaw, but there was more to it. Tasks that were once automatic required a second thought, a moment of mindfulness to avoid triggering discomfort associated with ETD. Now let's talk about the things that did work. The neti pot. You might be curious why I found relief with the neti pot when nasal spray seemed to be causing more harm than good. Well, the answer lies in the simplicity of this humble tool. While nasal sprays were causing issues, the neti pot offered a gentle alternative. It helped keep my passages clean without the adverse effects I experienced with certain nasal sprays. Beyond just keeping my passages clean, using the neti pot had additional benefits. It played a key role in improving my breathing, and as we all know, better breathing contributes to good circulation. The massage gun. The massage gun, a revolutionary device that has become a staple in many wellness routines. Now, I'm not here to endorse a particular brand. Instead, I want to highlight the incredible benefits I experienced using this tool. Black seed oil. Black seed oil isn't just an oil. It's a treasure trove of health benefits. From its anti-inflammatory properties to its antiviral and antimicrobial effects, this oil is a holistic solution for many health concerns. And here's the kicker. It's not only about physical health. Black seed oil has shown positive effects on the mental health side of things, providing relief from anxiety and depression. Now, let's see how it played a role in my journey with eustachian tube dysfunction and tinnitus. Kombucha, more than just a drink. It's a lifestyle. While it could have been mentioned earlier in the video course with other healing foods, I wanted to give it this magical elixir its own spotlight. Why? Because kombucha is now a part of my life. I talk about it all the time, and here's why. This drink has played a crucial role in improving my gut health, boosting my immune system, and filling me with antioxidants. The Theracane. Theracane, a game changer in the realm of self-care. This ingenious tool is designed to target those tension points that seem to haunt our neck, shoulders, and back. And trust me, when your neck is as bad a shape as mine was, you'll need something that can truly zero in on those trouble spots.
Oh my goodness. I can only imagine how incredibly frustrating and distressing it must be to deal with Eustachian tube dysfunction and tinnitus on top of depression and anxiety. It's like having a never-ending battle on multiple fronts. Firstly, let's talk about how Eustachian tube dysfunction and tinnitus can exacerbate depression and anxiety. When you're constantly struggling with ear fullness, hearing difficulties, and annoying sounds in your ears, it can be incredibly stressful and demoralizing. It's like having a constant reminder that something is wrong with you, which can feed into negative thought patterns and emotions. And let's not forget about the physical symptoms. Chronic ear issues can lead to fatigue, headaches, and even pain, which can further contribute to feelings of hopelessness and despair. It's like being stuck in a vicious cycle that you can't escape. Now, I want to acknowledge that doctors often don't take these issues seriously enough or address them adequately. It's like, hello, these issues are real and they're affecting your quality of life. I understand that it can feel like you're not being heard, no pun intended, or that your concerns are being dismissed. But please know that you are not alone in this. There are people who care and want to help. It might take some persistence to find the right healthcare provider or treatment approach, but don't give up. You deserve to have your concerns addressed and find relief from these debilitating symptoms. The constant ringing, buzzing, or hissing sounds in your ears can be so frustrating and distressing, making it difficult to focus, relax, or even enjoy quiet moments. It's no wonder that tinnitus can exacerbate anxiety, stress, and even depression. The constant noise can create a sense of hypervigilance, making you feel on edge all the time, waiting for the next episode of ringing or buzzing. And the worst part, there's no escape from it. Yet, you can't just step away from the noise or take a break from it. It's like having a constant companion that you can't shake, and that can be incredibly isolating and disheartening. No wonder tinnitus can lead to feelings of anxiety, stress, and even depression. It's like living with a constant reminder that something is wrong with you, which can feed into negative thought patterns and emotions. But please know that you're not alone in this struggle. There are people who understand what you're going through and want to help. It might take some experimentation to find the right coping strategies or treatment approaches, but don't give up. You deserve to find relief from the constant noise and the emotional toll it takes. You can't beat this condition. It's just a matter of time, I promise. My friend, I'm here to tell you that there is hope. While Eustachian tube dysfunction and tinnitus can be frustrating, there are some basic things you can do to start feeling better. First, let's talk about the Eustachian tube. This little tube is responsible for keeping your ears and nose connected, and when it gets clogged, things can go awry. To help clear things out, try these simple steps. Swallow more often. Yeah, it's that easy. When you swallow, your Eustachian tube opens up and does its thing. Try the Valsalva maneuver. Pinch your nose shut, close your mouth, and blow gently. This can help open up that tube. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water to keep things flowing. Now, let's tackle tinnitus. That annoying ringing or buzzing can be a real downer, but here are some basic things to try. Take a break from loud noises. Protect those ears, friend. Practice relaxation techniques like deep breathing or meditation. Stress can make tinnitus worse. Get some exercise. Moving your body can help improve blood flow and reduce tinnitus symptoms. Red light therapy is also excellent, as Jay has explained. You got this. Remember, these are just basic steps, and it's important to consult a healthcare professional for personalized advice. But, my friend, don't give up hope. With a little effort and patience, you can start feeling better and finding relief from Eustachian tube dysfunction and tinnitus.
Meditation and breathing exercises. Meditation and breathing exercises Words we often hear but may not fully grasp the profound impact they can have on our bodies. When approached with consistency and correctness, these practices can spark remarkable changes and improvements right before our eyes. Let's heal with sound therapy healing sound. That's right. Sound therapy, a concept that might sound unconventional at first, but bear with me. I stumbled upon this gem in my quest for healing and decided to give it a chance. To my surprise, the simple act of putting on my headphones and immersing myself in chakra and healing frequencies had a profound impact on my overall health. Keep this in mind. If you're going to choose the sound therapy route, be sure to have the correct headphones that have a noise resistance or a noise reducing mechanism so that way you can get the full effect of the sound therapy benefits. Yes, prayer was very important to me, and it worked. In the vast tapestry of human experience, prayer takes on different forms and serves various purposes. It's a deeply personal practice, and what works for one may not resonate with another. For me, prayer was a lifeline, a companion that guided me through the darkest moments of my ETD journey. I often prayed while doing something called red light therapy, as you can see in the picture here. So what is this red infrared light therapy, and how did it transform my life? Well, I'm going to break it down. Infrared light, with wavelengths ranging from 700 to 1,000 nanometers, goes beyond the surface, goes deep into the skin, into the core of our body, and aids in circulation. Good circulation is what our body needs in order to heal. And unfortunately, our ears and our auditory system doesn't get the circulation that it needs. So therefore, it results into many of the symptoms that we face, and it's hard to find a target in that area, and that's what red light, infrared light therapy helps. Looking over to the right here, you'll see all the conditions that I struggle with during my course of trying to heal from eustachian tube dysfunction. Eustachian tube dysfunction, of course, tinnitus or tinnitus, TMJ-related problems, and patchless eustachian tube. Now, I always tell people these are the things that I faced during my 3-year journey, my fight in order to heal from this condition, and you can too. I decided in January 2019 to create the Jaye Wellness Studio to help the masses dealing with these conditions. In the darkest hours, sitting in the ER for ETD, panic attacks, and dizziness, I made a promise to myself. If I ever got through this, I would create something to give back. Little did I know that something would turn into the Jaye Wellness Studio. I want all of you right now that are watching or listening to this video course that what I'm about to tell you is coming from the heart. I want all of you out there to know that you have the potential and the capabilities to get through eustachian tube dysfunction and tinnitus. It's a battle that hasn't been fought very well by many people out there because they don't simply believe they can. And I'm telling you that you can. I did this for 3 years, and I can't say that every moment I thought I could do it. But if I can do it, you can do it. You have to believe in yourself, believe in your will to succeed through this process and this unforgettable experience that you're going to have, and know that you have the strength, the courage to outlast this condition and all the things that come with it. It's very challenging. A lot of you may feel like giving up, but I'm telling you right now, there's a reward system at the end of this battle that's going to be worth more than you can ever imagine. Getting through those 3 years was the best experience that I can possibly say made me who I am today. It made me a fighter. It made me a believer. It made me have a purpose in life to be able to shed all my knowledge and experience with all of you out there. Shed a little bit of hope, shed a little bit of desire to know that this isn't forever. This is a condition that is not well talked about, not well discussed, not well researched. But I'm telling you right now, with the purpose that you have, the abilities that you possess, you can fight, you can get through this. It's only a matter of time. This thing makes you feel like you can't win. And mostly what it does is it makes you feel like there are no more answers for you. There are no more chances of healing for you. It makes you have anxiety. It makes you have depression. It makes you think that your whole world is about to turn upside down. Don't buy into the lie. Don't buy into the idea that this is your new norm. This is your new way of life. This is the chapter that you're going to live for the rest of your life, because it's not. Trust me, I believe in you and I need you to believe in you. Remember, this condition is not unbeatable. I'm a specimen of that. I'm not the strongest. I'm not the smartest, but I got through it. Many heartfelt thanks to all of you out there, whether you're a part of the Jaye Wellness community or someone dealing with eustachian tube dysfunction or tinnitus. I want to remind you that you're not alone. We have to do our best to correct the little areas that went off track. And I know with a little bit more time, a little bit more persistence and consistency, you all can do the same. Thank you everyone from the bottom of my heart for taking this Jaye Wellness video course. I truly appreciate it. And I hope that I continue to inspire and help all of you out there that need it. Feel free to check out the Jaye Wellness Studio where you can get daily videos on how to be happy, be well, and remember, let's all get back to the basics.